Let's simplify the OSI model. The OSI model, Open Systems Interconnection Model, is a conceptual framework used to understand how different computer systems communicate over a network. Think of it as a blueprint that explains how data travels from one device to another, step by step, through various layers. Understanding the OSI model is crucial for anyone entering the world of networking. Let's break it down layer by layer. The OSI model consists of 7 layers, each with a specific function. Here's a simple analogy to help. Imagine sending a letter through the mail. Each layer represents a different step in delivering that letter to its destination. Physical layer, layer 1. The physical layer is like the postman delivering your letter. It deals with the actual physical connection between devices, such as cables and signals, wired or wireless. This layer ensures that data, in the form of bits, zeros and ones, is transmitted over the network. Example, Ethernet cables, Wi-Fi signals. Data link layer, layer 2. At the data link layer, we ensure that the letter gets to the right postal office. This layer is responsible for error-free data transfer between 2 connected devices. It organizes data into frames and checks for any errors that may occur during transmission. Example, MAC addresses, used in Ethernet and Wi-Fi networks. Network layer, layer 3. Now, the network layer is like writing the correct address on your letter. It's responsible for finding the best route for the data to travel across different networks to its destination. Example, IP addresses, used for routing data across the internet. Transport layer, layer 4. The transport layer ensures that the data, your letter, arrives at its destination safely. It breaks the data into smaller parts, called segments, and ensures each part arrives in order without errors. Example, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, and UDP, User Datagram Protocol. Session layer, layer 5. The session layer is responsible for maintaining, managing, and terminating connections, or sessions, between devices. It's like the back-and-forth communication between a sender and receiver, ensuring both stay in sync. Example, logging into a website, establishing a video call. Presentation layer, layer 6. At the presentation layer, the data is translated, encrypted, or compressed so both devices can understand it. Think of it as translating your letter from one language to another if necessary. Example, encryption protocols like SSL, Secure Sockets Layer, file format conversions, JPEG, MP3. Application layer, layer 7. Finally, the application layer is where the user interacts with the data. It's like receiving the letter and reading it. This layer provides network services directly to end users or applications. Example, web browsers, HTTP, email services, SMTP, and file transfers, FTP. Why is the OSI model important? Understanding the OSI model helps network professionals troubleshoot and solve issues by breaking down complex network communication into simpler parts. It also provides a universal standard for different systems and manufacturers to ensure compatibility when creating network products. Now let's recap these layers in simple terms. Physical layer moves the data physically, like wires and signals. Data link layer ensures the data moves correctly between 2 devices, error-free. Network layer routes the data using addresses, IP addresses. Transport layer ensures complete and error-free data delivery. Session layer keeps the communication session in order. Presentation layer formats and encrypts the data for the user. Application layer, where users interact with the network, browsers, emails, etc.